but that may be no more than 10 minutes. Speak to Malady at once. The Well of Ascension, I must assume. You'll find the wellspring there. An ingress into which the endless ocean of Source flows. Drink of it, God-woken, and you will be divine.
He looks up from his map.
Your war owl came. I confess, I had no idea just how grave the situation had come to be. The Black Ring, back, for all that's holy. I've informed Lord Ken in Arx. Thank you sincerely for your service.
He tosses you a pouch.
It's all there. You have your money and my gratitude with it.
Swan gives you a nod. He seems less tired than before. His pipe has been replaced with a piece of straw dangling from his mouth. He plucks it out and greets you.
Good to see you again. Was only just thinking about you recently. Still can't get over that trick you pulled off. She's doing well, you'll be glad to hear. Well on the mend. Natalie's her name, by the way. I've told her all about what you did for her. She'll be able to go home soon, as long as she stays clear of the Magisters. Then back to usual for me. If you need healing or want to trade any goods, my door's always open. Help yourself. Everything I've got's here. Until next time, take care of yourself. All right. Hold still now.
Soon I'll be able to get up and move around. The Magisters arrested me in Arcs for sorcery. They strapped me to a table, and they put something in my head. Something alive. They put me on a caravan bound for Fort Joy. They said I was going to become a pet for the hammer. I could feel myself changing. I tore off the shackles that held me, like they were parchment. I remember hearing screams, feeling the blood of others on my hands, in my mouth. Then I ran. And then I woke up here. I'm starting to feel like myself again.
My hero, I'm grateful.
A sense of urgency from deep within you quickens your heart and hardens your gut. Your god wants you to know that this sorcerer can help you on your mission. She can help you to become more powerful. She offers you a grateful smile.
I shall return home to the Empire when the Magisters have cooled their ardor. For now, I'll hide out here. It should be safe enough.
She gives you a shy smile. It's charming, and it may be her tell. She may well be lying.
My crowning glory, and the millstone around my neck. Yes, I made the bomb. I served Lucian as best I could. I gave him what he asked. Would I do it again? No, I would not. bid you farewell.
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
What lies ahead looks even less welcoming.
Put some space between us and this lunatic!
Greetings and salutations. Have no fear, we mean you no harm.
Something delicious.
No harm, no harm, no harm, no harm.
Close. Watch. But not for you, for Master.
The being sniffs the air in your direction and licks his lips. He moves a couple of paces towards you, his eyes hungry and entranced. He abruptly slaps himself in the face and halts his advance.
My manners. Master would not be pleased. He awaits you west of here. He will not harm you. Others may. A servant. A loyal servant.
He wrings his hands as he answers you, wrings them bloody.
Loyal and hungry. Go now. Save your questions for Master. Spare me your presence.
He doesn't respond at first. Instead, he stares, consuming you with his eyes. He bites his frayed lower lip, drawing blood.
Master is master. He wants you to go to him, west of here. What's that smell?
He shoves his gnarled fist to his maw and bites down on his knuckles. His response reaches your ears as a muffled plea.
A loyal servant. Loyal servant. I have no more answers. Master awaits you to the west. To the west!
The being lurches forward once more. Mid-stride, he catches himself and transforms the movement into a servile bow.
All for forests, but honestly, this seems a little much.
What's that smell?
Something delicious.
Where?
Close, watching. But not for you, for Master. Sweet sir, handsome sir, seek out our Master. He wants you. Wants you.
She gives you a coy little smile. Her mouth is crowded with dozens of tiny, sharp teeth. Shreds of rotten flesh are lodged between them.
surrounded, and the Advocate has us skipping stones.
Dark words should not sully those honeyed lips. All will be well.
You have a lot of faith in these promised outsiders.
He has faith in them, darling. That is all we need.
Your attention is appreciated, sir, but misplaced. You... Kill the bastard! Wear his skin! Dance, citizen!
The elf's face, twisted in a grotesque rage, slowly calms.
I beg your pardon. You need to speak to the Advocate, the lizard by the table. He is waiting.
Okay, let's see what
Sweet
this...
thing, succulent thing. We are so pleased to see you, but not as pleased as him.
You look into her eyes and see screams. You hear her gaze upon your body and taste her carnal, violent lust, metallic and sharp as a blade in your mouth.
Go. Speak to the Advocate. Make him happy. Bring him pleasure.
The hulking warrior's eyes dart about in panic, but his voice is loud and strong, even if it does not quite match the movement of his lips.
Dark words should not sully those honeyed lips. All will be well.
No.
You have... Kill! You have been summoned. Go do your duty, now.
Faith in them, darling. That is all we need.
Tree. Gotta get back. Gotta go. Can't let it out. Can't let them know.
Close.
Gotta say, I think we're onto something interesting here. Ooh, double the fun. Maybe he can teach us a thing or two while he's digging up that demon.
You're here to work. Are you also here to trade? I have much to show. You like your nose? Then do not stick it where it's not welcome. We are where we are meant to be. We will be told when we are meant to be somewhere else. Your friend wanted a new deal. Wanted to renegotiate terms. We have a wager. Some say she succeeds. Some say not. What say you? Good. Tell me, how do you bet? For the half-blood or against? She made a deal with our master, but her reward, her obligation, strictly confidential. But the advocate is quick to remind her. The master does not make deals lightly. The master does not break them. Good. Now, see what happens. Until then, do you wish to trade? I trade, you have coin. I have wares, nothing else matters. Look, do not touch. Not until you fatten my purse. See you again, perhaps.
Dark words should not sully those honeyed lips. All will be well. Faith in them, darling. That is all we need. Dark words should not sully those honeyed lips. All will be well.
You have killed a lot of faith in these promised outsiders.
He has faith in them, darling. That is all we need. Dark words should not sully those honeyed lips. All will be well.
You have killed a lot of faith in these promised outsiders.
He has faith in you, darling. That is all we need.
The lizard's eyes are dark as polished coal, void of all light. A faint frost seems to cover the cracked and broken scales around his mouth.
You have a reputation for both malfeasance and chaos. Imagine my surprise when it took you so long to find your way here. I see the miasma surrounding our islet certainly did not hinder you. Well, here you stand, in the flesh, so to speak. And a finer collection of corpusculae I never have seen. I trust you are not opposed to a mutually beneficial accord between civil and gentle persons. Ah, a curious mind. A most glorious creation. I am here at the behest of my master to offer you a simple exchange. An offer of aid for the promise of aid. The epitome of civil reciprocity. You and he possess a common foe. The power behind the Voidwoken has made our lives hell, so to speak. Since the Divine Order unleashed death fog against the Black Ring and those darling woodland creatures. And as the gods have shirked their duty, perhaps we could come to a mutually beneficial arrangement pertaining to both of our objectives. Indeed, I can offer you the source channel that you seek forthwith, as a gesture of good faith. Indeed, the creatures that strut about this realm so often do. Very well. I can see them straining against your fangs. Unleash them, Godwoken. Ask your questions.
My master's identity is of no practical consequence in this matter. You need concern yourself with nothing barring the truth that my master always honors his vows. Your smoldering, half-demon pet can attest to that. My master has been troubled by the presence of the Void as it creeps ever forward, encroaching on areas in which he himself once ruled supreme, none more so than this island. There is a tree at this island's core which has special significance to my master. Think of it as hallowed, sacrosanct ground. But the black ring maggots writhe all about its trunk. And you will exterminate these termites. It is simplicity itself, in truth. One may ask, one may inquire, but one should be eternally wary of what one demands. And one should heed that twicefold for information like this. There is power in names, power far, far in excess of your mortal limits. I'll not deliver that power unto him. A sagacious decision. Why, the only thing you truly desire, or certainly the only thing you truly need. I will reveal unto you the location of the Council of Seven. My master has dealt with many of your ilk. Small-minded creatures with a hunger for power, out to save themselves, or loved ones, or the world, some fantasy or another. But all are willing to strike a covenant if it means their success. One was even willing to give up the location of this council to earn my master's boon. How felicitous that you merely have to spill a little blood to earn the same. She is the one that comes to me, helm in hand, in a sad attempt to beg and snivel her way out of previous and quite binding contracts. Alas, I am not at liberty to say more. My master values privacy above all else. He would not take it kindly if he discovered I had been indiscreet. Because it is expeditious to do so, my master would have this isle cleared as quickly as possible.
The lizard looks about to make sure no one else can hear, leans in and whispers conspiratorially.
And if you are to become the new divine, I would much rather be an ally than a foe. After all, the power you wield will be as a great sword to my master's butter knife. There are legions that would follow you, myself included. Your power would be unfathomable. Assuming, of course, you take it for your own. A most excellent decision. Alas, I fear in my excitement I overspoke and potentially promised more than my meager means are able to provide. Your ability to channel Source has sadly already passed the limits of my means. Although let it not be said that I ever shirked my duty. If I cannot gift you one boon, I shall gift you another. It would be such a shame to see this Source be simply left languishing in its current vessel after all. There is neither enigmatic lore nor magical jewel required to open the channels of Source. It is enough to seize it with sufficient force of will, to know that all creatures are nothing but Source and vain hope.
You feel the pull of a far-off connection. You feel the dungeon, the red organic tendrils binding you. Your ears are filled with screams, and you're surprised to find they are your own. Cold pain shoots through your veins, sharp and quick, but cleansing. You can feel your body opening up, filling with the promise of power as your ability to channel source swells.
Oh, what delectation. Why waste such power on flesh when it can be trapped in the pages of a tome? Now, tell me, is there anything further in which you yearn to be enlightened?
Ah, there you are, and with just the little demonic host I've been looking for. You don't mind if I have a word with Ms. Losa, do you? I was just curious about the progress of your little hunt.
Not much to report, but not for lack of trying. Any idea where I can find that Jahan fella you mentioned?
My friends here tell me that demonologist I mentioned isn't far from here. Off the island somewhere, they say. Do go have a chat with him. You won't regret it. Take care of yourself, Losa. Oh, it's you. I'm a demon, not a poodle. And I'm sure you'll tell me all about it, but not now. Now, if you'll leave me to my business. You're embarrassing me in front of the other agents of evil. We'll talk about this later.
Dark words should not sully those honeyed lips. All will be well.
You have a lot of faith in these promised outsiders.
The statue is a striking sight, a sizzling blue totem on a blood-red isle. Even stranger, a shard of polished iron peeks from under the statue's base. There's something hidden beneath this massive sculpture. Even a triple-sized troll couldn't make the statue budge. Whatever the stone figure guards remains a mystery, at least for now. You might expect the stone, even a triple-sized...
Dark words should not sully those honey.
We will be the scorching lightning, the searing pain forever.
Trada.